right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Splitting Lanes, where we have a multitude of topics, and at some point, it is just going to go off the rails. We're going to do something crazy, go somewhere else. Who knows? Again, I do not have the intro down, so you're going to have to bear with me on that. Let's go ahead and bring the guys in, and then we'll get into everything else. All right. So let's go ahead and bring these guys in. Of course, you already know our esteemed panel. We have Q from Riding and Wrenching. And then we also have Robert from Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And of course, I am Finesse from Finesse the Challenger. Now, today's video is all about the 2026 Harley Davidson release. Look, I was about to say Indian Motorcycle. But it's the Harley Davidson release. So I really appreciate everybody joining us to watch this release with us, to get our reactions and listen to our comments about what's happening. All right. So I'll let these guys go ahead and introduce themselves or say whatever it is they got to say.
All right. Well, this is Q the Rider, and my first comment is to Stevie Kirkland. He says, "Good evening, gentlemen, and Q." Hurt feelings here. Just kidding. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're looking forward to another great show. We got some great topics that we're going to go over. We're going to talk about these motorcycles and see what they have to offer. Well, let's roll. Robert.
Yeah. Nice to see you guys, of course. And I want to thank you all for coming. Finesse, shout out to making all of this happen, putting this all together. But no shout out for still not having the intro down. Every video you're blumbering around, we're going to go. But as always, I have to ask Mike, have you consumed any intoxicants this evening?
Sir, it's just January. I am doing dry January. And as a result, my beverage is some crystal clear, well, mostly crystal clear Savannah water or Richmond Hill water or wherever it came from.
Awesome.
But come,
Listen,
but come February 1st, it's bourbon night.
I need you to answer my questions like a man. All you have to do is say no.
Yeah.
Too many words.
Dry January. Dry January. Making it happen.
Too many words. And I think Finesse brought us on here a little early. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so okay, full disclosure, man. Hey, we keep it a buck around here, all right? So, full disclosure. We were talking about doing this release, and if you were watching our last video, you knew that we were going to be doing another video or another live. Well, first off, if you look around us, right? If you look around, our live has changed up a little bit. All right, we went back to our roots. I wanted just to note that. Did a little something behind the scenes, but anyways, we're on a little early so that we could catch you guys before Harley Davidson actually does their release, because we didn't do any promos for it, unless you just saw that promo that we did like 20 minutes ago. And thank you, Rob, for that. But that was the reason, essentially, why we're on here early. The thought is that you'll get the alert for us before you get the alert from Harley.
Well, I have a question for Finesse here. Are you ready? Which one of these Harley Davidson models are you most looking forward to seeing?
Why are you asking him that?
Wait a minute. Okay. First,
because
off,
I want to hear
which models are being revealed, because I don't know which models. Is it just the touring bikes?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's on the website. Remember the last episode?
For you.
Yeah,
I teed this up for you, Finesse. You could have just knocked this out of the park.
Huh? What happened?
Remember the last episode? They were under the tarps, and you were like, "I don't know if that's going to help." And then you said, "Okay, now did that help anybody?" And I said,
Well,
"Yeah,
it's just the touring bikes then, right?"
Yeah, it's just the touring
That's
bikes.
all.
As far as I know. As far as I know, I could be wrong. We'll find out. But like I said, I saw a quick glimpse of a Pan America. So I haven't heard anything about a Pan America. I haven't seen any leaks about a Pan America, but I know what I saw. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I have absolute zero interest in what do you call those off-road bikes?
There it is.
No, he said off-road bike, adventure bikes.
Adventure bikes,
okay.
yes. I have zero interest in adventure
okay.
bikes. So if there's that. But
hold on.
Yeah,
I want to give
I mean, we'll see.
I want to give a shout out to
go ahead.
Shout out to my bride and Mrs. Finesse, who are on here. Shout them out.
Yes. Go for it. I'll let you go first, man. You brought it up.
Yeah, I already did. Shout out to our brides.
These are the hardworking ladies behind the scenes. We got Miss Anita over there with Robert Simmons. And then we got Mrs. Finesse. Oh my God, Mrs. Simmons over there. Well, see, it's different. If you say Miss Anita, that's Miss Anita. It's not Mrs. Anita. It's Mrs. Simmons. Miss Anita, though.
No more Miss Anita. The only people that call her Miss Anita.
Let me know in the comments. Is it Miss Anita and Mrs. Simmons, or is it Mrs. Anita and Mrs. Simmons? All right, let me know.
The only people that call her Miss Anita.
There's too many S's, man.
Yeah, the only people that call her Miss Anita is when we're on a cruise. That's the only time I hear Miss Anita.
Hey, look. So you see, Mike. You see what you spreading? The dude talking about fanboy, right? You see what you spreading, man?
Oh, dude.
Man. See,
you know what?
I don't. No. Check it out. This is okay. I understand what you mean, right? Because usually I'm always bringing it up, right? But from the view of a fanboy, right? My thing is show me something that's better. It's for me. You show me something that's better for me, and I have no problem saying X, Y, and Z is better. And that goes with just about anything. But if it's just not better to me, it's just not better to me. So, is that a fanboy? I don't know. In my opinion, it's just one over the other, whatever that may be.
You like what you like. That's all it is.
I don't go around with a cape talking about, oh no, here I come.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you guys know, um, we're gonna. This video should be popping off in about 13 minutes or whatever it is from Harley Davidson. But for those of you that don't know, which most of you probably don't know, tomorrow morning I will be on a flight to LAX, and I'm going to California to actually ride some of these motorcycles that are going to be on this video tonight. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about seeing that Street Glide Limited, CVO Street Glide Limited. That's really the only bike I'm excited to see. Yeah, I want to see the CVO Street Glide ST, but the ST's been out since 24. So, but this is the first time it's going to be with a Batwing fairing. So we'll see. We'll see. And we're going to be riding on those bikes. We're going to be riding on them. This is not a press ride like we normally do. This is actual me, Psycho Fanatics, Matt Swedlin from Harley Davidson, and one other guy. And we're just going to be riding and recording and riding. Got great weather, all that stuff.
So SS Bolts was saying is HD playing it on their site or YouTube. We, if you kick it with us, are going to be watching this on YouTube. I'm not sure if HD is playing it on their site. I would assume so. That would be kind of the standard, right? So, take your pick. I guess if you have commercials or whatever with here, I don't know.
You know what? I don't even know if they play it on their site. I think because Harley Davidson has their own YouTube channel, so usually it's on YouTube. What do I know?
Which is to the internets. All right, which is what we're going to be watching. We're going to be watching it on YouTube right here with you guys. So let's see. We still got like 15 minutes or so. So
yeah.
But
Very early.
Yeah, it's a little early, but see, we can get some of our topics out of the way, and of course, if any of you guys watching here have any questions you want to ask us, you're more than you're more than encouraged to do so.
Hey, Finesse, do you see the response to your question that my wife answered in the comments?
Yes, I put it up on the screen while you were talking.
Okay. Just wanna make sure. I'd like that comment read out, please. Don't just put it on the screen. If somebody wasn't looking, they missed it. The question was, is it Miss Anita or Mrs. Anita?
It says, whatever my husband says. All right. She's biased, man. If she can't testify in court against you, or she has the option not to, we can't take her. We can't take that. So,
Her opinion is the only one that matters, since you're asking about her.
You're right. People, what's going on? Two wheels, coast to coast. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna keep the vernacular clean on this channel too. We don't keep anything a buck on Splitting Lanes.
No, you say what now?
We're gonna keep the vernacular kind of professional on Splitting Lanes. We don't use terms like we're gonna keep it a buck. How you feel about that, Mike?
A buck? What about 10 toes down?
Let's keep it 100, fellas.
Standing on business?
It don't even sound right coming out of Mike's mouth.
Standing on business?
It doesn't feel right saying it.
Guys, in the comments, do me a favor. For my wife, don't answer. I don't want you to say what it is, but if you know what it is, I just want you to type yes. Do you know what a C note is? Just type yes or no. Yes or no, because my wife, to this day, she still acts like she doesn't know. I know she knows. What's a C note, guys? I'm just going to stand back and look. I ain't got nothing else to say. This is Michael on Wife's? What? This is Michael on Wife's.
I don't know what that means.
I was just about to ask you guys that too. I'm not sure. So Eden, can you please expand on that? Oh, so okay, check this out, y'all. Check this out. Text messages. All right? Text messages. When you and your friends are communicating via text, is there a limit to the amount of message or the amount of a message that can be sent? Because in my opinion, text messages are shorthand. It should be one sentence at most. It could be some jumble in there, but one sentence at most. If you're sending me a whole paragraph, if you're sending me a whole paragraph, that doesn't make sense.
Objection, leading. You can't ask a question.
No, hey, text that to me. Text it to me. We'll put it up on the screen so people can see.
You can't ask a question and then start giving your leading answer to the question.
This is the stuff I got to deal with, y'all. I don't think y'all
God,
understand.
how do I know?
We got a lot of people saying yes, they know what a C note is. My wife just put a laughing emoji.
I don't think y'all truly understand what I go through with these two guys, man. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, and I
So here's what Finesse is dealing with. What Finesse is dealing with is when Mike and I, because he said you're friends, he's got to specify male friends. So I understand what he's saying. It's not going to be too long. If it gets too long, you may as well make a phone call.
wait.
But
hold on.
He uses a lot of
look at this.
fanboy.
I'm Indian
Ridiculous.
fanboy.
Yeah, y'all are ridiculous.
Mike,
That
please
makes
tell me.
that
what
don't
you-
even look like
please-
me, man.
Mike,
that
please
don't
tell
even
me.
look like me.
Please tell me what you asked ChatGPT to do, please.
Oh, of course. I will gladly share. I
Thank
said,
you.
please create. I can say please. I don't beg computers to do anything. I said, create an image of a fanboy of Indian motorcycles. I want it to be a black guy with no facial hair.
That's it.
Well,
Did you ask it to have shades on?
no. It came up with that comedy all on its own.
So you know what? I've learned that if you're going to use ChatGPT, especially from a picture you're submitting, you may as well put shades on it because then they're going to look like you anyway. Every picture I put of myself looks like Oscar. Everyone.
Oh man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but everyone.
I just
So
have
anyway,
I just have that kind of face, man. I'm a every man face, you know.
Uh-oh.
the reason Finesse is bringing that up is because when we text, Mike and I text with grammatical correctness, complete sentences, periods, commas, spelled properly. It's important to us. This guy talking about
It's like he didn't
shorthand.
graduate from high school.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? He's like, man, it's supposed to be shorthand. But this is the same guy that still actually types LOL. Nobody does that anymore. You just use the emoji.
Actually, LOL is just one of those. LOL is one of those things that just pops up when I go to reply. It'd be like LOL. I just click it and go. So
Just click it and go.
click it and go.
Well,
It's quick.
Oh,
I'm glad
I
to
also
see-
asked ChatGPT to put a cape on the
Yeah.
Indian fanboy. Yeah.
And so it's funny because, oh, I'm sorry. First, let me acknowledge that a bunch of people said yes to the question.
Yeah.
So now I want you to actually type in what a C note is. Just type it in. I need my wife to read it over and over because every time. No, let me not say anything else. She's heard it. I need her to read it.
So Mike, what I need you to do next is do a fanboy for Harley Davidson. Do the same thing, fanboy for Harley Davidson. I just want to compare notes once it comes out.
Challenge accepted. Stand by.
Mike, I'm going to say don't do it. And here's why.
Oh, no.
Nope,
Oh,
nope.
no. You opened
too
up.
late.
Finesse does not respect ChatGPT. He doesn't respect AI.
Oh,
And I told him, you can scoff at it all you want, buddy boy. But I can't even say it's the future. It's already here. Fanboy. that thing
Anyway,
created
hey,
you
back-
in 5 seconds.
Well, hey, back to the comments here. It's just asked about the 24th for private lessons. Eden Woodruff.
Stand by, Eden. The 24th of what month? Oh, it says January. Okay.
Hold on. I think you got to go to Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle for that answer.
No, he's got me here. I mean, it's
I'm
available
just
right now.
messing.
It's
just
available
messing.
right now,
We're good.
Eden. It's available right now. Right now, as I say.
All right, so we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
There we go. $100 bill.
Yep.
Every time I say a C note to my wife, honey, I need a C note. I'm going to give you a C note. She goes, what's that? And I go, come on now. You know what it is by now. She's like, is that 50? See, I like.
Hey,
Go
matter of
ahead,
fact,
man,
Mrs. Anita posted this earlier, but we're going to repost it here. Bam. So we've got 30 folks in here. If you could please hit that like button for us. Does great
Easy.
for the channel. Helps out with
Easy,
the
buddy.
algorithm.
Easy.
All right, Mike. Mike seems as he's got a result. I need you to text that to me, sir.
Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
come on. I'm ready.
Okay.
You
You
know
sure
what?
you
I
want
think
to
I'll
see
hit-
this?
Yeah,
hit
I'm
the-
ready. I'm ready.
All
I can
right.
only
You
imagine.
What's
Just
up,
remember,
Ken?
you asked me. I was requested to do this. I don't. Oh my God, this is so funny.
2 wheels coast to coast. I said the same thing. I said when we first got on before we went live. I said, Mike, you're not in your
No,
garage.
not today. I mean, the wife's not here, so she's normally on a conference call this late in the day.
I ain't putting
Out of
that
California.
up, man. I ain't putting that up. Hold
What's the
on.
matter? What's the matter? No, put it up.
No,
You
no,
asked me to
no.
make it, and I made
I
it. Put it
simply
up. Put it
asked
up.
for the same thing, just Harley Davidson.
It can't be the same thing. You mean the same request, just Harley Davidson? Oh, it's perfect.
Y'all stupid. I ain't even putting that up. You do that all you want. I still ain't putting that up. Okay.
No, Ken, he's not drinking today.
Yeah, imagine if I were.
So, anyways,
Flexing his
messed
power.
up. Hey,
Flexing
Mike,
his
you
power.
get muted for the next 3 minutes, man. That's
Don't mute him because then he's just going to keep making those things come up on the screen. Yes,
Oh
so
man,
Benjamin.
no, Q is not drinking today. It's dry January, so we got to wait till February 1st, and then it's on.
Yeah, he's waiting for
God,
Black
this is
History.
so
He's
funny.
waiting until Black History Month to get inebriated.
It was great.
Shout out to my sister-in-law. She's on here. Good evening.
Hey. All right, let's see here.
Apparently, Fat Albert's in the house too.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I am gonna put both of these up here, but I want everybody to look. Oh crap! What did I do? Hold on, stand by. I think I gotta get rid of this.
Hey, Mike, are you in Iris's office?
I am. I sure am.
Trespassing.
I sure am.
All right. Well, dang it.
So, Finesse, I forgot to tell you. The last time I was at, remember we talked about the plate covers for your outlets and for your light switches and the screw and the screwless. Well, the last time I was at Mike's house, his wife said she would love to have screwless plate covers in just the kitchen.
That sounds so inappropriate.
Why is that inappropriate? You would love to have plate covers. So I'm going to hook her up. I'm changing some outlets and
Again, still inappropriate.
What am I missing? What am I missing? Vanessa, you picking up?
I'm pulling one of your numbers on you. That's what you're missing.
Man, look, I'm making sure all these comments are getting on the screen, so I wasn't paying attention to what he talking about.
I understand. Yeah, he's got to do some stuff in the background. So, and Mike, I apologize. We were supposed to do that this week. Do that this
Hey, Finesse, you still didn't put my picture up, man. I'm my feelings.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
we're
just
waiting.
You want me to
simply
send it to you?
asked. I see. Had you all you had to do
I know what to do.
was just give me a little something, and we'd have put it up, and I had a whole thing going, but you ruined it.
See?
Okay.
Now that's
Let's see
inappropriate.
here.
Now that's inappropriate. I was waiting. Give me a little something. See what I mean, Mike? You got to know how to use it properly.
Oh my goodness.
Plate covers is not inappropriate.
Anyway, what was one of we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. We'll do a quick topic here. Let's go back.
How about the picture? That's what we're waiting for. Dude, this can't be operated this way. You can't not put something up because you don't like it. It's 2 against 1.
Yeah.
The eyes have it.
Yeah.
The eyes have it, man. The eyes have it. This is not how democracy works.
Actually,
The eyes have it, but Finesse has the computer.
It doesn't matter, man. There's no I in team. Even though the eyes have it.
Oh man. Here, hold on. Let me bring to the internet. There we go. All right. Now let's see if No, it's going to be a premiere, so it's not going to be like a live.
Mike, we're gonna have when we get off live, we're gonna have to have a meeting. We have to discuss this. Let me get my gavel.
Yeah, it's bad enough y'all got me on this website anyway. Let's see. Hey, look, gonna be messing up my algorithm.
Oh, it's too late.
It's not your algorithm.
Huh?
Mike
It's just one
Fisher,
video.
first time viewer here. Welcome aboard, Mike Fisher. First time viewer.
Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome
Thanks
for
to
joining
the
us.
show. Glad you can make it. I am the voice of reason. These two guys here are, I'm not sure what's going on.
You know,
Oh,
Q is
here
the
we go.
antagonist. Q is the antagonist, and I'm just Rob.
Q's
I'm
a
the
good
boss.
guy.
That's it. You just robbed. That's all. All
Well,
right.
we're
So
all
we do
good
have a
guys.
question here. It says, quick question for the three of you: whose wife rides motorcycles? I can't get my wife to ride. She tried one time and then she quit. All right.
That's you, Finesse.
So, Two Wheels Coast to Coast. My wife rides her own bike. She doesn't ride with me. So, she's had a Super Chief, a Scout, a Chieftain, and she's now on a Challenger Elite. And really and truly, the only thing that I had to do to get her to ride was say, hey, do you want to ride on the back of mine? She said, hell no. I'm going to ride my own. So, I don't know.
And if you watch practice session number 38, you'll understand why she said hell no. But that was then. This is now.
Yeah. All right, let's
My
see.
wife does not ride a motorcycle, nor would I let her ride a motorcycle. And she's not into motorcycles, so she rides on the back quarterly, if that, and that's it. But when she gets back there, I love it.
Yeah, mine will ride occasionally, but I do long distance riding, and yeah, she won't do long distance riding with me. She did ride with me once though, from Memphis to where did we go? Went somewhere, about a 4 or 5 hour ride.
Oh, I know she wasn't happy.
All right, so
Well,
it
we
looks
got
like
some-
they are about to start up here. They've got their little countdown going. We'll keep that quiet. I'm sorry, Q. Were you able to answer the question?
Oh, yeah, I think I did. Yeah, my wife won't ride long distance with me. She might ride occasionally, a couple of times a year, but that's about it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I know what I
she's just
forgot to
afraid.
ask you. Are you guys both in do not disturb mode?
I am.
I believe I've been on disturb mode all day because somebody got a job. Hey, I feel like that dude, that old McDonald's commercial where they're like, Calvin got a job.
Yeah, you like Tommy. Yeah, you got no job.
All right, here we go.
Harley Davidson's new model reveal for 2026. Of course, 2026 is a big year for America, celebrating 250 years. It's a big year for Route 66, the Mother Road, celebrating 100 years. And of course, it's a big year for Harley Davidson. And all these new model year 2026 motorcycles you're about to see. Let's get into it.
Yeah, baby.
So are we seeing everything
Yes,
that they're going to be premiering?
I saw Pan America.
Does the tour pack look the same?
I saw that light looked nice.
So
on the
Shelly
back
and
of that
Dahl,
tour
we
pack.
spent the day riding on Route 66 today, and we got to ride legendary Harley-Davidson limited motorcycles on this great road. And limiteds really are about pounding miles, and if you think about the opportunities people have to explore this world on two wheels, this is the best way to do it. Shelly, you come from, a legacy family in motorcycling and Harley-Davidson history, and you've known a lot of customers. What do you think it means to them to have this bike back?
I think they're going to be very happy to see the features that Harley-Davidson has brought back to the table, and especially when you buy it off the showroom floor, this is the
ready to
way
go.
it comes. And it was designed specifically to be able to tour in comfort and with great style.
Touring bikes are made for touring. And these bikes are the ultimate touring bike. You can get on these new Harley Davidsons
Oh, look
and
at
put
Traveling
mile
Tall.
after mile on these bikes. The Limited is back, and it's back in a great way. this motorcycle is ready to hit the road.
All right, Tall. So here we have the Street Glide Limited in olive steel and vivid black.
Beautiful bike.
It is a beautiful bike, and it's packed full of features that touring riders will love, like the taller windscreen,
Yes.
fairing lowers.
Yeah, really nice. I like these lowers right here. Oh, and the integrated lights. Look at that.
Really
That looks
good.
good.
Yeah. Anything that you can get up front like that to shine on the road, especially on these dark streets at nighttime, that's what you need right there.
You got a new seat. It's heated for the rider and the passenger.
Oh,
More
you
passenger
got heated
accommodation.
seats now.
Get the Grand Tour Pack with a luggage rack, and it's all wrapped up in this new bodywork and powered by the new Milwaukee 8 VVT 117.
You still have your sport mode, road mode, and rain mode. And it has all the power it needs to get down the road and to get you to merge onto the interstate.
Well, let's talk about the Road Glide
Yes.
in purple abyss and vivid black. This is the bike you were riding.
Yes, this is a bike me and my wife rode
Yeah,
today.
I
This is
wonder
a
how long it took
fantastic
them to convince Tall
motorcycle.
to
Go
say
ahead and
that it
pop
had
that light
enough
on, Tall.
power.
Oh, sure.
You know,
Just
you
to
always
remind
trying
us
to
that
add, right?
both these motorcycles have a lot in common, but one thing that's very different
One thing is
is
very
the
different.
fairing.
Yes,
You got your
exactly.
Batwing fairing and your Shark Nose fairing.
The Batwing fairing is the one that brought me into the Harley Davidson world on the street glide. So I kind of lean toward this.
It comes down to personal preference.
Yes.
Some people like that handlebar mounted fairing that turns when they turn. Some people don't.
I say go to the dealership, test ride both of them, see
Yeah.
what you think.
It's the age-old debate, and like you said, you can't go wrong.
No, you can't go wrong.
Another new limited is the Pan America 1250 Limited.
Yes.
Now, you and I are both Pan Am owners.
Yes, we
and
are.
we love this motorcycle.
I'm excited about this motorcycle right
I
here.
am too, because this motorcycle has all the features that you want standard.
Everything you need to get on the road. Yeah.
It's got the aluminum luggage, the muffler guard. It's got the laced wheels, the LED
Yes.
auxiliary lights. It's got a quick shifter that comes standard.
And what about the new blacked out 1250 motor? It looks fantastic.
It does look
Right,
good.
now
I
it's
like
a
the look.
street
The
glide,
Revolution
governed-
Max
governed
1250
to low
motor is a
speed.
great motor. Makes 150 horsepower, 9 ride modes, heated grips. Like it's everything you need to go down the road
On road or off road.
for sure. And when the road ends, the fun still happens.
That's right.
So Jeremy and Brian, we've got some amazing new trikes sitting behind us, and they look beautiful. We've got a lot of story to tell about these touring motorcycles that feature all new looks, but also new performance as well. Street Glide 3 Limited is really embodiment of everything that's new for trike, and starts off with the new fairing, but everything else from touring comes with it.
Yeah, so you're right. We bring over the two-wheel fairing. We also bring over the lower fairings from two-wheel, but this time we have the integrated fog lights with those.
Just to show that. Yeah.
We also have the 12.5-inch TFT display with the Skyline operating system. Heated seat for rider
You
and
talking about the
passenger.
117,
Passenger gets the new handholds. Passenger also gets wider footboards.
It said it
We also
had
have the
117.
new backrest for the passenger. Better ergonomic comfort there, as well as the Grand Tour Pack.
Comes with a rack, and I mean, this is all the stuff you need for touring. But then underneath all this bodywork is also a big story, Brian.
Definitely completely redesigned rear suspension for my year 26. All right, Paul, here we're at the Product Development Center. We got the NVH lab, and we got an RG3 set up here for you to check out.
Taking off the
Wow,
belt.
it's actually a beautiful part.
Yeah, definitely. So as you can see, it's completely brand new from rear frame all the way back. It's
Yeah.
all new. New DD on axle coming across
Yeah, I
right
agree.
here.
That
We separated
light-
the
that
differential
two-pack
from
light
the
does look good.
axle, reducing unsprung mass by 68 pounds.
Wow.
We've got the Watts linkage right here that controls the axle laterally as it moves through the suspension travel.
Yeah, and then looks like the shocks are mounted in a slightly different spot.
Yes, so the shocks have actually moved from the rear of the axle to the front of the axle. They're slightly longer as well. So to achieve that 5 inches of wheel travel that we have now compared to 2.3 before, the DD-on axle
nice.
has a
Five
spherical
inches
bearing
was
up in the
needed.
front, so that's allowed to pivot. So the axle actually pivots on that. So that's how you get
That
your
helps
5.
provide more wheel travel as well. So that's how you get more than double the wheel travel.
Exactly.
One thing we did too is we moved the preload adjuster from under the seat, and it's now underneath the left-hand side passenger footboard for easier access and adjustability.
That's nice for if you're taking a passenger and you don't want to have to readjust under the seat. You can just easily adjust, getting some preload in there.
All right, Paul, we're gonna show you our DD on axle on component level testing over here.
And this is simulating road forces.
Yep, it's you got fore aft, vertical, loads that would be put in through the wheels into the chassis. So replicating that, we're testing to, over life of vehicle.
And this test will run 24/7 until you get to that point.
Yeah, exactly. We really put it through the paces, make sure it's validated for our use. I'm going to show you our full vehicle road simulator that we got going on here. This is basically the whole vehicle's on test. Typically we'd have the body on, but we took it off to show you our whole new suspension here at work.
So you take the data from the proving grounds when you're running in real life, and then you take that input and you put it back in the chassis.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're actually simulating a rider on here, where we've got the ballast on there and connecting up to the handlebars as well.
Well, I've been at that proving grounds. I've been in that bump course, for example. Those are some serious potholes and this gnarly road surface. So you're taking all that input, all the worst of the worst, and then throwing it at here 24/7.
Make sure we're meeting the requirements, exactly.
Makes sense. Better it than us, right? All right. Eric and Allison, what a great day we had on Route 66, riding these motorcycles. I know this is a very different experience for you. This is not the type of motorcycle you normally ride. Talk about the differences between what you normally ride and what you experience today.
Like a chopper with no front brake. Very raw. Then you have this, polar opposite. I mean, just don't worry about stopping, just the comfort, like the heated seat, heated grips. Not getting out on a chopper.
No.
First I was apprehensive, but have a newfound respect for it. Absolutely, the comfort is the next level. I could just ride the thing all day.
And what did you think of the performance of the Milwaukee 8 VVT 117?
The smoothness of the power is, didn't expect it. Completely changed my outlook. I mean, I could see the allure of having a trike.
You enjoyed it a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of it. But yeah.
And so did you.
It was extremely comfortable. The seat is nice and wide. It's nice and thick. It's cushiony. The lumbar support feels good. I was able to just look around and ride. Could have ridden forever.
Usually some uncomfortable foot position for her, is generally custom chopper is not set up for passengers.
Yeah, right.
So
They
we
look
make
good.
do. Yeah,
They're not great for
no,
passengers,
no.
that's for sure. That's not what they do best,
No.
anyway.
Here we go.
Is this it? I know this Rob waiting on. He don't mess around with motors. Stay on the CVOs, huh?
It.
At least Sturgis in the house. At least.
Oh, colored windshield. That's new.
Well, we're sitting here in the presence of some very special motorcycles. This is the
CVO
2026 lineup of custom vehicle operations. Corey and I rode the CVO Roguelite ST and the CVO Streetglide ST today, and we know CVO stands for the best of everything. It's the biggest motors, the Milwaukee 8 121. It's big wheels in terms of their style and design. These are hot rod baggers like we've never seen before. And you got a chance to ride them for the first time on the street.
Yeah, what a hoot. I mean, first time riding an actual street bike that wasn't something that we were gonna go out and race. And there's a lot of DNA there from the race bike that has made its way into these street models. So they're a kick in the pants to ride.
Is he one of the king of the
I was
bagger
really
racers?
impressed with
Who's this? I
just
didn't
how
catch the
smooth
name.
it was and the feelings that it gave you. When you're getting a motorcycle like that, you're kind of looking for one thing. You're looking for the most performance you can get out of it. And it feels like everything that we've developed from King of Baggers is right at your fingertips.
So we're all suited up here in the paint shop at Tomahawk. And you were saying earlier, you paint thousands of parts a day right here in this shop.
Yeah, we paint about 5,000 parts between the 6 paint lines.
And you said you're painting some CVO parts as well,
It's like
and those are
Minnesota.
typically a more complex paint.
We are, yep. And we have a great launch in 26 here with Electric Post. It's all 100% done here. So it's a 3-phase paint process. So it goes through a base coat line, comes in and gets faded. Then we will guide stripe and mask it. And then it'll go back on the paint line and we'll put the second coat on there.
Matt and Kim,
We
what's
will
up?
demask it. and put the third coat on there. Then we do a final stripe and then a folding stripe. Then it comes back to the paint line and then it gets cleared. It's quite a process, a little bit of handling and a part movement, but it ends up with obviously a great product.
I think this is really cool for people to be able to see
It's a nice,
CVO
it's a
paint
nice
job
fade.
like that. It's a minimum
Yeah.
of, what did you say, 9 steps
fades
that
are
it
usually
goes
nice.
through, which just kind of speaks to the level of craftsmanship and technology that we have here, that we're able to do that as Harley Davidson, and no other manufacturer gets close to us on paint. You know?
It's a beautiful paint that someone's going to have, and they're going to look at it so many times in their garage or the side of the road and just be kind of like drawn into it, of how beautiful it is, and then to think about this is what it takes, right, to make that. So CVO motorcycles are really special, and there's a certain recipe, Dane, as we think about big performance, big wheels, big statement, big paint, and I know it's your wheelhouse.
You know, it's pretty incredible seeing them all together. These are our 5 main colors that are across the CVO family in 26. Over here we got the Electric Coast two-tone. Next to it, the Torched Orange tritone. The Streak Light 3 Limited right here is in our Citrus Heat tritone. And then next to that is one color we're really excited about for 26 is the Inferno Gray. And then has like a red effect and then the neutral base. You have to see it outside, it's incredible. And then over here on the left is our Citrus Heat Reentry. And that colorway and scheme is obviously inspired from what we see on the track with our race team.
King of the Baggers race bikes. I mean, King of the Baggers has got everyone's attention right now.
Everybody's
So we're starting
attention.
off with the CVO Streak Light Limited. And
Not everybody.
It's got all the bright
King of
finishes.
the Baggers has
Yeah,
everybody's
it's part
attention.
of the bike that I think a lot of the team's most excited about.
Okay, the
the way
limited
the
is
wheel's
the-
been handled and just that whole bright front end to be complemented through the rest of the finishes on the motorcycle. It looks
Still the
incredible.
same force.
So Dane, this bike has pretty amazing chrome finishes to complement another amazing paint job.
Oh no,
Talk
they
about
got
this
USBs
paint
on.
scheme and just how technical
Oh,
it
new
is.
rims.
When we get into this big tritone, for example, there's a lot that goes into it. The amount of masking just to mask off this inner pinstripe from the thick to thin, that's all hand masked because that's base coat coming through between the black and the magnetic gray here. Not easy to pull off, but
That
proud
same
of this
crappy
one
seat.
and just the way it turned out.
Yeah, a lot of really
Yeah,
cool
like
touches
I
in
said, they
addition
got
to this
the
really
USDs
cool
on the
factory
front
custom
suspension,
paint,
though, so
including this tinted
It
windscreen.
should
Yeah, the
ride
windscreen,
better.
that was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, it kind of sets it off, doesn't it?
Matches the paint, it all looks so sharp.
Well, then move on to the CVO Street Glide Limited, and the first thing I notice are these wheels.
Yes. I think
Did the
that's
standard
the first thing
versions have
everyone's
USBs
noticing
or
on the
did-
trike, which is awesome.
can't
Brand
hear
new
you.
geometry, a little more aggressive,
I
a
was
little
saying, did
more
the standard bikes have the
performance
USDs, or
inspired from
did
some
they
stuff
have
we're
the
seeing
regular
out there.
suspension?
It looks good. All right, here are the CVO Street Glide ST and the Road Glide ST. And Corey, I know you loved this paint job. This drew you right in.
Yeah, this is my ride. I really like it.
I just think these new handlebars are awesome.
Yeah, it was a very clean cockpit too. It allowed me to get, kind of over the front of the bike when you're in those twisty bits
Right.
and you need to feel that front end. But then it's also, a very comfortable riding position as well. So it's got a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, it does. And it's got high-end components, Brembo brakes, Showa fully adjustable suspension, and look at this paint. I know this is what caught your eye right away.
It drew me in right away. I mean, I like that base gray color, but then the more you dig in and look close, that red metal flake just spoke to me.
Yeah, it does look good. And then we've got the CVO Road Glide ST. And even though this is a carryover model, it looks entirely new with this new paint being.
Yeah, I think, you can
Oh, they went
see the
with kinda like
connection
the race
of
paint.
what we do on the racetrack to this bike. It's a 2-pass orange, and that's achieved by a base coat of
Oh,
that
good,
brighter
Karen.
orange you see on like the eagle head, and those are masked off. Shoot the top coat, that gets you this deeper orange color, and then just accent that with some of the silver striping and segmented pinstripes and checkers. It just adds to all those little performance cues.
Yeah, it's loaded with performance cues, including the heavy breather intake,
Titanium exhaust,
titanium exhaust, with
carbon exhaust
tips.
Just a very racy looking motorcycle.
Nice work. Nice work on the entire lineup of CVO. These bikes are gorgeous.
Hey, fellas, how are you doing?
Good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
We got some fried mushrooms and French fries.
Fried mushrooms?
I hope they fix that Showa suspension. I think it's trash.
Now I am.
You're on that side of the table.
But I'll take it.
Yeah.
You said you hope they fix
How
what?
was your ride? Where'd you come in
The
from?
suspension. They put that Showa suspension. I'd never heard of them before, but I'm not impressed.
That goes right through the state.
Yeah, I mean,
my favorite towns are all.
I mean, you know,
66 Williams.
I didn't think it rode bad.
Well, that's kind of one of the coolest parts about Route 66.
It was
too.
obviously
you really
different,
get a lot of
though,
different
that's for sure.
scenery. You get the plains of the Midwest, you get the mountains, you get the desert, you get the ocean. I mean, you literally get all of it on Route 66.
You just really feel the history.
Right,
of
the
it's like it's
that street
people
glide
been
did look
traveling
like the
that road for a
We were
long
just
time.
talking about that.
There's
So think
just a
about in
similar paint
1926 when that road opened.
Yeah.
What the cars looked like, what the motorcycles
Yeah, that was already
looked
an
like,
leaked
what the
photo.
experience was like traveling the country,
Yeah.
and you can feel the history of it.
Oh yeah, and right there, that's one of the biggest reasons I ride Harleys, because I can't help to think about that all the time. I don't know, that history that it takes you back in time. I'm
It's
like,
totally part of the fabric of America, right? When you're on a
Yes.
Harley and you throw a leg over a
they're
Harley and
doing
you head
the
west,
promo version,
right?
promo
There is
parts of
something
the
special about
video.
that, and it does translate into all those people who've come before us on that road and that experience. You can taste it.
Everything's so go.
Was
now.
anybody in
It's
the
like
chat
that was so
surprised?
different
Did
back then. It's like
anything
you,
stick out
you
so
really
far
took the time to
from,
kind
what we saw?
of go through all those little towns, stop and visit them, stop for lunch at these little diners, and I mean it was just such a different
you guys
experience
did
than
anyone?
nowadays.
Well, I know Rob probably
We
seen them
never
all.
would've
What
found
about you, Q?
this
Did anything
place,
stick out?
Iggy's Diner. I mean, what an awesome.
Well, like I said,
diner.
that Showa
It's just
suspension
off the
thing,
beaten path.
you know,
You
because I was
wouldn't
hoping that they would make an improvement on that.
66.
So
I mean,
I'm
you're
guessing
not
you
into
still
that bike
need a
anyway, are you?
And go a little
to
further
adjust it.
up the road.
No, I mean, what they haven't. No, I'm not buying a new bike, but it'd be nice to see them address the suspension and make it better. I mean, because you literally need a wrench and a ruler or something to measure stuff, and it's complicated. Even the dealers aren't doing it correctly.
Yeah, I think somebody in the comments here was asking why didn't they have why didn't they go to the electric suspension? But
Yeah, it only makes sense, or at least a better one than what was on the 23s. But it looks like a carryover suspension components, and
well, the suspension
no
that
good.
has the piggybacks on it, you can adjust those from the top, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you not have to get in there with a wrench on those. You just adjust that reservoir at the top.
We spent the day riding some pretty special motorcycles on an epic road. Route 66 turns 100 years old this year.
it's insane.
In the United States of America, it turns 250 years old. And these Enthusiast Collection Liberty Edition motorcycles celebrate that fact. Chris, I gotta say, they're gorgeous.
Thank you. I mean, it's really a whole design team that's behind this, but yeah, they did turn out pretty incredible.
It's crazy how comfortable these bikes are and how long you can sit on these bikes for. And we hit some pretty big potholes today. So some of the suspension, everything, it took it like a champ.
I'm not sure when the last time they paved a lot of Route 66
Exactly.
was. But.
What makes it even more special is that Eagle graphic. And I understand there's a story behind that.
There is. I mean, that was very inspired by like the 1976 version that Paul Smith originally did for the bicentennial.
The Liberty Edition from Harley Davidson. An Eagle sets the pace. Three great models from Harley Davidson.
Well, and those bikes were called Liberty Edition motorcycles as well.
Which I think that 76 was actually
That's
the
cool, that
first
graphic of
special
the
edition
eagle on
Harley
the front.
Davidson that we ever put out in history. So
Looks
that
way
makes
better
it
than that
even
one.
more special to kind of reinvent that. So I mean, you're really going to see
Reminds me of the
that red,
eagle
white,
on
and
the
blue, like
Firebirds.
not heavy-handed besides the windshields,
Right.
but like everything is just there's subtle detail touches pretty much throughout the
red, white, and
motorcycle.
blue around the bike.
Okay, guys, so here we have the Heritage Classic and the Enthusiast Collection. And this is the bike you rode today, Ben.
Yes, it is.
It's very classic looking. I mean, I love
That's
the
nice.
blue windscreen up here. Look how good that
The,
looks.
The logo. on the
Always been a
fender.
huge fan of the three lights.
Yeah.
Look at that. Coming down the road, you saw me in the rear.
It
mirror with
reminds
those.
me when we were coming in at sunset, just how distinctive that look is. The thing rips, doesn't it?
It's
Usable
insane.
tank
I
is
think that's
nice.
why I love this bike so much, because it's a simple, clean bike, but it's full touring mode. It has all these little details and settings between speed, rain mode, all that
tank
stuff.
looks really
it's,
nice.
It's crazy. It has everything, and it doesn't look like it would have all that.
Yeah, but
you
yeah,
know?
it's still super nimble.
Right. All right, well, let's check out the Street Glide 3 Limited. So I was on this bike today,
So you get
and I
that
gotta
other
say,
bike,
the
you
new
don't get any digital
suspension
gauges,
is
it's all
remarkable.
analog.
It transforms this motorcycle and makes it
No idea
really
what you
fun
just
to
said.
ride. And then it's loaded with all these same second and third.
On that Heritage bike, it had the analog instead of the digital gauge. So it's just kind of like a paint upgrade, essentially.
The Rockford Fosgate 6.5-inch speaker. thing is designed to crush miles.
That's great. I mean, we really tried to do kind of the same thing we did with the Heritage, but we moved a few pieces around. I mean, this one gets definitely the much more broader graphic on the front, but we still got all the same details on the tank, the seat, all the same things are touched on this one as well.
I got to tell you, I haven't actually really
VT117,
seen it yet. Like, it's
even
just
in
like
the truck,
glances.
basically rips.
You got this in sport mode, didn't you?
Yeah, he was hauling. He was hauling. Anytime he wanted to pass us, he passed us.
All right, and then the third of the enthusiast collection, the Street Glide. This windscreen does really look great on this motorcycle.
I think it looks killer. We talked about, like, it looks very vintage and
Not a
nostalgic
fan of
on
those.
like a Heritage model, but you put this on a Street Glide and it looks almost like a performance.
It does,
motorcycle
has
at that
kind
point.
of a
It really
sporting
takes cues from a lot of that.
Yeah, here you've got that
Cues.
250 America
Cue.
logo.
Yeah, we really wanted that to be kind of the rider viewpoint.
Yeah.
We wanted you to be constantly seeing something like that. So to be able to put that on the console.
It's been 50 years since we had that first Liberty Edition motorcycles, and these bikes, I think, they're just magic.
It feels good to breathe new life into that Liberty Edition and kind of reimagine that in contemporary form.
Wow, what an amazing night. We celebrated the return of two legendary touring motorcycles, the Road Glide Limited and the Street Glide Limited, as well as the all-new Pan America 1250 Limited. That's fully kitted, straight from the factory. We unveiled the new Road Glide 3 and Street Glide 3 Limited trikes that redefine the three-wheel experience. We introduced 5 new CVO models that raised the bar in Harley-Davidson performance, design, and style. And we introduced the new Enthusiast Collection, 3 motorcycles that are the Liberty Edition motorcycles that celebrate 250 years of America. To everyone watching tonight, to Harley-Davidson riders, to the dreamers and the road trippers, thank you. We build these great motorcycles for you. 2026 is going to be a great year.
All right. So while he's wrapping this up,
It's over.
yeah. Well, since now that it's over, but you said you didn't get a good look. We'll see if we can find some. But for the last group that they did, the Liberty models,
Yeah.
the Street Glide and the Trike to me didn't make sense because those are kind of like the newer versions. You know what I mean? I think if they kept that one, which was a Heritage, right? The small one at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that the Heritage and then, well, I guess the Trike, but kept it to more like the soft tail models. To me that seems more.
What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about.
The Heritage models, the these things.
What about the Heritage models? Yeah,
The
what about
choices, right? Instead of having the Street Glide and then, I mean, I guess you have to do a trike, because they're the only ones that do trikes. I get it. But you see, they don't have a Road Glide. They have a Street Glide. I guess it's one of the popular ones. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm saying is if they kept it more towards the soft tails, like the Lowrider S or like a Breakout or something that had that old style to it already as the Heritage models.
I'm sorry, you're losing me. You keep saying kept it. What's it? What are you referring to?
Jesus Christ. The Heritage models.
Yeah, what
the
about
Heritage models? If the Heritage models were the soft tail models and not the newer style models, to me that would make more sense.
I don't understand what you're saying. The Heritage is the soft tail model.
The one, yes. The one, yes.
Yeah, so what are you saying?
Right. Instead of this trike, instead of this Street Glide, have it to be like a Breakout. Have it to be like a Lowrider instead of the newer style models.
Mike,
I think it's more about the
am I crazy, Mike?
1776.
Is he talking about Is he talking about the style? He keeps saying have it. I don't know what he's talking about. What is he talking about? Jesus Christ.
I think he's talking about the. Go ahead, Finesse.
Well, I was going to say, okay.
You tell me.
No. Look, we've got these 3 bikes on the stage here, and these are the Heritage models, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so take out the Street Glide.
No,
not the Heritage models.
What are they?
There's a Heritage, a Street Glide, and a Trike.
What? Okay,
Yeah,
what line is this? Heritage is a model.
It's a
Okay, yes.
limited. It's like some kind of limited production line for the
Hell, y'all don't even
250th
know.
anniversary of the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can get to the, because I could have swore they said this.
I don't remember the term that they used.
Oh, the Liberty Edition.
Liberty Edition.
Liberty
Yeah.
Edition. Okay.
Okay.
The
There we
Liberty
go.
Edition celebrating the whatever year anniversary, the 250 years of the U.S.
Mhm.
Right. So the Liberty Edition, to me, if it was the Lowrider S, the Breakout, the Heritage on the end, and some of those type models that look closer to the original styled models would have made more sense to me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, remember we talked about this before. That style is the past. So like the Heritage is still around, but who knows how long that's going to be around, because that looks just like the Road King and the Electra Glide, and those are gone. So
But you got the Breakout, you got the Fat Boy, you got, there's other bikes that are good looking bikes that I think would look better in this scheme than those other two. In my opinion.
Yeah, the only reason I disagree with that is because those bikes are more sporty. Like, you don't buy a Heritage to be ripping around corners, but a Breakout, a Fat Boy with the fat tire. So, I get it. I mean, there's really no right or wrong answer to how they choose to do what they're doing. But do me a favor, go to the website, because I wouldn't be surprised if those tarps are removed, and now we can actually look at these bikes. Now I'm really curious to see. I'm really curious tomorrow to be going to LA to look at these bikes in person and to be able to ride them, because they didn't talk anything about the that tour pack looks brand new. If it isn't, the light definitely is.
Yeah, they didn't talk. Yeah, that's true. They didn't even talk about it.
Yeah, they did, because it was just, I guess it's just a quick reveal, and now it's up to me to do a video on it, which I will be doing.
CVO.
Okay. There we go. See, everything's unveiled now.
Which one?
CVO Limited. Okay, it could be any limited. It could be the regular limited. It could be the street.
That one right there. Just pull that one up.
Yeah, pull that one. That's the CVO.
Yeah, tour pack does look a little bit different.
Let me make the screen a little.
And they didn't even
bigger.
emphasize that. There's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I guess they figured people go look it up and see for yourself.
All right, hold on. Before we get into this bike, let's go over some of these comments. People are putting in comments. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody here. So more toward tradition. I think that was what we were talking about with the other bikes, the Liberty Edition. Heritage is a model. Yep. Sorry, my bad. Harley called these three the Heritage model. Oh, no, it was the Liberty models, not the Heritage models.
Yeah.
The Enthusiast collection. And everybody keeps saying Enthusiast.
Shout out to
maybe that
Finesse.
has something
With
to do
my
with it.
brain.
They never should have killed the Road King, in my opinion. Big mistake. I think Q would agree.
Amen.
I
think I know why they did it, though. It's partly cost, and partly I bet they don't have that whole screen thing figured out, because the screen doesn't have, or the Road King doesn't have the big screen, where this new platform, everything is running off that screen. So I don't know if they're going to work on that, or if it's just a cost cutting thing, and they're like, they just don't want to spend money on it because Harley ain't doing all that well, and the Heritage does look a lot like a Road King, but from a comfort standpoint, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's as comfortable as a Road King. I don't know, or it might be more comfortable. I don't know.
I guess the real question here, I know Matt and Cam had kind of touched on it, but is Violet safe?
Yes.
I don't know yet. I got to actually see the bike in person. I got to ride it. I got to, there's a lot of things I need to see. But just looking at that picture, I've learned a long time ago that looking at this picture, even looking at somebody's video, it never ever. It's like a stereo system. You got to be there in person to hear it. You got to be there in person to see it. So, I mean, what I'm looking at, I would really like this bike if it were blacked out. I think, because sometimes chrome works.
Yeah.
Well, what's the other color they have up there? They got two colors on the screen.
No.
You got that one there. Yeah, you got a blacked out version, but it's got to be an orange.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
It would have to be the blue. Now, do me a favor. Go back to that orange. Is that a markup as far as the paint color?
$4,500.
What do you say?
Oh, hell
$4,500 markup.
Yeah. So that's the special color for the CVO. Just like last year, it was the not last year, 24. It was that legendary orange. That's the bike that this guy won. So I'm not into that. But the blue, see, they blacked that one out. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see. Let me see that backlight. Yeah, man, that looks good, man.
That tour pack don't look all that much different.
That's
So
what I was saying.
some more angles to
why
it.
did they put a red bar and then clear tail lights? Oh no, those are turn signals. The tail light,
Bazinga.
the center is the tail light, right?
Bazinga.
Yeah.
There's a great. You're correct. Oh, and there's your luggage
There's
rack.
my
on
luggage
the back.
rack.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you can attach the or tie your luggage.
And are these quick release?
No.
What? Is what quick release?
The
Tour pack?
No,
Not on the
that's-
limited.
That's not.
Not on the limited.
Not on the limited.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. All
That's
right. All right.
fixed.
All right. I'm not complaining. I'm just
Give me a side.
I like the
profile.
rims.
I was
Finesse,
just
give me
asking
a
a
side
question.
profile of the bike again, please.
Hey, do
Okay,
the full screen
so-
again.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That tour pack looks different, man. It definitely doesn't look as boxy. See how the shape in the back?
Yeah.
This is when we need you to be in your garage, Mike.
I can definitely. Oh,
It
no,
looks
it's
it looks
definitely,
less
it's
less
got a
tall.
slightly. Yeah, it's got a some of the curves of the new body style to it, so it does look a little bit different, but it's more of an incremental change.
Yeah.
Just looking at it on the screen here, it doesn't look that much different. But I'll be curious to hear your thoughts after you see it in person.
So I think
But I
this,
do like some. I like some of the accents on here. I like the blue accents on the air cleaner. I like that. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
From this angle, I like the paint job and the way it curves around on the lower fairings. That's good looking. I like the rims. They could lose that reflector on the fork. I don't know about that. Nice tall windshield. That looks good. They could have done better with the handlebars. Been nice if they'd been a little bit taller. That seat looks good. I'd be curious to hear what you think about that seat. So that's my thoughts.
Wait a minute. Is that not an inverted front fork? Did they put the
Yes.
regular forks on this CVO?
yes, that's what I was asking you, right? Because I saw the inverted forks, the USDs here, but I didn't know if I saw them on the other models. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was asking. Did you see them?
What's USD? What does that mean?
Upside
What's
down
USD?
forks, the USDs,
Oh, okay.
Inverted forks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not an inverted fork, because if it were, the reflector would be up at the top unless they just repositioned.
They just
I don't
repositioned it.
They just repositioned.
it.
Well,
Yeah, because typically
what if
the
no, go ahead, Finesse.
I was gonna say typically this large portion on
Yeah.
on the Harleys has been down below, but they flipped it around now.
Yeah.
So my question is, are the inverted forks, are those intended more for sport applications, and therefore this being more of a touring bike, maybe that's why they didn't do it? Or
No, this is a much better feel. You're gonna get a much better feel. But yes, it is derived from racing, but it is also a much better feel on the front end as you're going around corners. Just it's comfort. Trust me. If you ride one back to back, it's gonna feel different. Now
It's
the
more
only other
responsive.
thing that I'm worried about is the rear suspension, because they said it was they changed the travel length on the trike, but did they change the travel length on these? Because
No.
the trike has got supposedly 5 inches, but when they showed it moving, it was like barely moving. But
got a couple of good comments or questions here.
yeah, okay.
Jesse Holt says the tour pack light looks like it's made into the tour pack. Yeah, and I noticed that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it looks like it's
It looks good.
literally built in instead of bolted on. So that looks a lot better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The only thing that could ruin
windscreen
that,
adjustable like the Indian? Heck no, it ain't adjustable.
the only thing that could ruin that rear light is if it has spaced out LEDs. If it's just like a glow, that's going to look really good.
This
Really
looks
good.
like the same tail light that's on the old Street Bob or the.
But look how
'cause
flush the light is with the tour pack. It's flush.
Yeah.
It's literally built into it. That is pretty nice looking.
Yeah,
But
that looks-
I agree with the point you made earlier, Oscar, when you said, why is it red? I would rather it be smoked out or something other than red. unless that's just showing what the brake light looks like. Maybe it's smoked out, maybe it's clear, because it should match the two lights, the lights on the bottom that are north of the license plate.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Have you ever seen an OEM tail light smoked?
On cars, yes. On motorcycles, no.
Exactly.
None of the
So
prior
that's something
CVOs
that
had smoke lights?
No, they're
I
never
don't
going to
know.
do
I have no
that.
idea.
They're never going to do that because it's a safety thing. So if after you buy it, you want to put something on there to smoke. For instance, I see a few people that put a big tinted cover over the front of the winch of the headlight on the new Road Glide. Does it look good? Yeah, it really looks good, especially the a red Road Glide with the black. It looks really good. But the problem with that is there's a reason why there's no on-off switch for your headlight. The brighter it is, the better. This is why people ride with their high beams on. So to put that over your headlight is making the motorcycle less visible. So
Okay.
Hey, but check it.
That
The
could
turn
be.
signals are smoked on this bike.
Yeah, but not the turn signals. Well, no, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They're not. When you turn them on, it's as bright as ever.
Right. But I'm just, if you look at it and looking at it now, it's smoked, right? So, but hold on real quick. So Matthew Savoy, Matt, said that usually the Limited has 13-inch shocks. Now, it is my understanding that those 13-inch shocks are 13 inches from the top to the bottom, not the travel distance. Am I correct in that?
Oh, yeah, heck no. Yeah, you never have 13 inches of travel.
You're not going to have 13-inch travel.
Right, so
That-
that's
that
what I'm
would
saying.
ride
So
like a
when I was
4x4.
talking about the suspension, I'm talking about the travel of the suspension. So
I got you.
before they had like 4 inches of travel or something like that is what they normally have. So
Hold up. Hold
3
up.
or 4, something like that.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Mike? It comes with highway pegs already.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Nice.
Which I would take off because now it's all about the frame mounted ones. They're just so much more comfortable.
Hey, I
Turn
still
it to
haven't
the
tried
side.
the
Keep it to
frame
the side,
mounts yet.
Finesse. Keep it to the side.
Now, let me go to
Side
this side
profile.
though.
Okay.
I wonder how adjustable those things are.
So of course I still have the same complaint, and I had a feeling it was going to be this way. The handlebars are still too low.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, what
But-
size
but
do you
the-
think that front wheel is?
But they're new.
That front
19.
tire looks big.
19.
I say
It's a
19.
19.
Yeah.
The rear looks a little bigger, maybe.
The rear is 18.
Yeah, that front.
But
Yeah, normally it's a 16. So yeah.
the Street Glide
Yeah,
CVO.
I bet it's.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Mike.
Ron. No, I was just going to say that the that smaller fender on the front is probably what's making it look like it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. The Street Glide CVO ST has different handlebars. So those handlebars are a little bit higher. And I want to look at that as well because I don't understand if you're going to do it on the ST. And I know they usually put different handlebars on the ST, but I don't understand why they don't understand that those handlebars are too low. Like they're too low.
Yeah.
And I
Look
don't
at
care
the
if
Road Glide versus the Street Glide, the photo he just had up. I mean, it's a clear difference. And the Road Glide stock bars are so much better than the Street Glides.
They are.
I mean, it's so noticeable.
And that's why I don't get why don't they get that? Why do they keep putting these short and no, not the Road Glide, the Street Glide, Finesse.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
We were just going. Oh, why do they keep that same color windshield on that? That's not cool.
Because it matches the accents. Listen,
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that they're trying to go with the trend of people getting, windshields that are colored. But the problem with this windshield is most people are going to change it because it's useless. Like everything's in your face. It doesn't block anything. So it's just for looks. It's look at that. Look at that side profile. It's not blocking nothing unless you're 3 feet tall.
Well, that's the ST. They always put the lower profile on the ST. You're not going nowhere on that bike. Or I would, but.
Hey,
Yeah,
so Jason Zandy was talking about looking through the windshield. I agree, sir. You do not look through the windshield.
You shouldn't
That is
look
the worst
through
way
it,
to
but
go.
I like my windshield to be about right
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
That's where it should be.
Absolutely.
And that one is going to be all the way down here. My whole face is going to be exposed. I don't like that. It's too short.
It's
too much
there
wind
for
to the
looks.
face.
It's
It's
just
going to block out. You got to get all that
right, what
wind
else-
noise.
what
You're
else?
not going to hear the stereo.
What else stood out?
Did you pull up the CVO Street Glide ST?
So what stood out to me, they didn't talk about the infotainment system at all, and I don't. So that means they didn't do any updates to it. But
I would assume so.
I think they should have. That's a missed opportunity. Missed opportunity to talk about the tour pack on their rollout, because that's different. I mean, that should have been
It
a
is.
focal point.
And even
I mean,
if
that's
it's
it.
not different, even if it's not different, which it clearly looks like it is, that backlight, it looks so retro now. Like I mean, it looks so modern. I really like
Yeah,
the fact
it
that
looks a lot
it's into
better.
that tour pack. But I feel like the purpose of this reveal is just that. It's a reveal. So if they tried to get into the nuances of a bunch of stuff, it's going to be a video that's so long people are just going to check out. So they know what they're doing. Show the motorcycles. You see now it's available on the website. People can go to the website, and if any questions they have, they can look at it. And I can guarantee you now, there's going to be some video specifically talking about this, that, or whatever. You're definitely going to get one from me. I'll be doing some Instagrams and some TikToks and some shorts or whatever before I do a long form.
So to answer that question, the standard bikes do not have the USD suspension on the front. They still have the old style.
I knew that.
Yeah,
You have to get a
that's carryover.
CVO in order to get the
Inverted. Yeah.
USD. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I knew, the new body style is 2 years old now, 23 and a half. So 2.5 years old. I knew nothing was going to be changed. So there's no reason for them to talk about the infotainment system. It's the same. But the only things that are definitely new are those trikes, the Street Glide ST, and the limited models. All of those are new. Because now, I mean, who's going to buy that Ultra if they can get the limited?
So I think everybody's either on the web, or maybe these aren't completely uploaded, but this one and the Street Glide ST doesn't want to come up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people on there.
Yeah, let's try it again.
I have to tell you this though. I really like the way that Street Glide Limited looks with that from the front with the lights on. I like the broadness of the lights going across the Batwing fairing. Those fairing lowers, the lights down there. I mean, it just all looks good together. And so that bike is okay. Is the
height placement of the bars based off the position of the mirrors between the street and the road?
I don't understand that.
Is the height placement of the bars based on the position of the mirrors between the street and the road? Oh, he's talking about the height, the distance from top to bottom. Maybe that's what he's talking about. I'm not sure.
Well, as much as I Mike and I both like the air cooler on the air breather, on that blue Street Glide Limited CVO, it doesn't matter because I would take that off anyway because I'm not a fan of how that air breather looks.
So these are the new bars they're talking about. They kind of swing out.
Yeah.
So these are
higher.
Are these taller than the other ones?
Yeah, absolutely they are.
Okay.
You can clearly see they are.
Oh.
I just don't get that. I don't get that. So
those bars look better.
Yeah, and they're higher. Now I already knew they were going to be higher, but if you look side by just from the side,
that looks good. Yep.
Yeah, you can see clearly it's higher. So I was talking to somebody and they were saying that these bars, the Batwing fairing bars, are made for like a rider between 5'7" or 5'9", something like that. And I understand that's the average height of a man, but even for their height, they're too low. 5'9" is the average height of a man in the United States. 5 feet 9 inches.
Dang, he said for $50K plus, the bike better come with a woman who knows how to cook and doesn't say, dang.
Dang.
I don't think they're gonna be able to help you out in that department. That's crazy.
But I don't know. I was in mid sentence and this guy just started reading a comment.
I gotta get the comments out, man. I gotta get the comments. Look at these
you
trikes.
could get the comments out near the end if you needed to.
All right, my bad, man. Hey, look, man, my bad.
But the fact that I deal with so many different people riding these motorcycles, people of all different heights. I'm here to tell you, I don't care if they're 5'7" or 6'2". The bars are too low. Period. They're too low. And if they changed them for the road glide, clearly they knew something was up. Why not? So do short? Are you saying that the street glide are for short people and then the road glide are for taller people? No, I'm sure you're not. You got to change those bars. They're too, because again, if you make them higher, just like on that ST, well, that right there kills it right there. Because if the claim is we're trying to make it for people of a certain height, then why make them higher on the ST? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make. Look how low those bars are right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too
right,
low.
but if you know people are gonna change the bars, right? So I would say they're probably betting on people that are gonna change it to the CVO style bars, maybe, you know.
Well, that's a CVO.
Right.
Man, those CVO bars are trash.
He means the ST bars.
Yeah, the ST. I'm sorry, the ST bars.
Yeah. But
So,
those are full of stock Harley bars because they're too short, especially for the street glide. You know, the stock bars on my CVO road glide, they were perfect height. I didn't like the way they looked, but the height was nice. And I think that's the issue because those bars are just way too short.
They are.
I guess there's something like to ride like that. I'm just not one of them.
Is the heated seat only in the trike, or is that with the other ones as well?
It's on the limited too. It's on the
limited. Okay. Well, hopefully, I mean, you should be able to swap those out with the other bikes, right? You can, if it's a Harley seat,
sure.
right? So
I'm sure you can. I bet they're under the parts accessories thing
so
right
they
now.
finally offered a heated seat from the factory.
They've always had one.
Not to my knowledge.
Not for the new ones.
My limited.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, well, now I'm talking about for limiteds. They just came out with a limited. They didn't have one before, but all the limiteds had heated seat. My 21 limited has heated seat. It came with them.
Yeah.
So I know Mike said, well, maybe some people are comfortable riding with handlebars that low, but Mike said he's not. And a lot of people, you can get used to anything. A lot of people were comfortable until they came to a practice session. Because if most people ride straight, make slight turns, it doesn't matter as much. But when it's time to turn those handlebars, especially if you're turning to the right while you're covering the rear brake, because the brake is so high, then next thing you know, the front brake lever is coming into contact with your leg. Now on a trike, that's not a big deal. But on a two-wheel motorcycle, it's dangerous. And so if you just make the bars higher, right, then when you pull them back, it still accommodates a shorter person. Like I don't get it. But I do appreciate that trike looks good. Those rims look nice. And this is one thing that I appreciate about Harley Davidson, that they offer this. Like, you don't have to get it specially made or something. Like, you can go just buy one.
I had a subscriber reach out to me and ask me if I thought they were going to have the CVO trike, and I'm like, I don't know. But that's a good looking bike. I mean, I'm not a trike person, because if I get to the point where I need a trike, I'm getting a Corvette. So
I say just get the Corvette now. Nobody don't want your old ass driving a Corvette. You won't be able to get in and out of the car.
Corvette.
So this right here is supposedly Wood Jr.'s bike, huh?
No, he said he wants a CVO.
Well, no, he's going to have a video out now. He's going to say he's getting a new bike. Which one?
Hey, Matt, that's right. That's all you right there.
There he is.
Why is that Matt?
He's got a blue.
I thought he was getting
black and blue Harley. He's got that billiard blue.
The new bike that's coming in his house is going to be Kim's bike, not his.
Oh, dang.
Well, it's not a no damn. That's from the horse's mouth. That was said on one of their last videos, and it was said by Kim, and she said it emphatically. The next bike will be hers, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Matt's got
Mike
two bikes.
Fisher, I'm 6'3", trike rider with stock bars. They suck.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well, I'm excited.
That sucks though. You don't get the upgraded suspension. This is a limited.
I don't think it sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody's keeping that suspension anyway. Well, most people aren't.
I mean,
if it were better, they might. I mean, you don't see a suspension usually. So if the suspension were better, I wouldn't change it.
If Harley Davidson made good suspension, oh my God, you know how many suspension companies would be hurting?
Yeah, that's their problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the sad thing about that show of suspension, you need a wrench to adjust it. B, the dealers aren't adjusting it for you when you ride out of the dealer lot. So you're riding out with zero preload, and you're going to bottom out running across a pebble. I mean,
Hold on.
you know,
I thought they
it's-
were supposed to set that up for you before you left the dealership.
Oh, supposed
No
to. That's
comment.
the word. Now they set mine up.
Yeah, supposed to. Not mine, they didn't.
And if you ask them to set it up, they will. But you shouldn't have to ask them. So that's a dealership thing. It depends on what dealership you go to. If you go to Savannah Harley Davidson, I will say, I bought a bunch of motorcycles from Savannah Harley Davidson, and in the past they never adjusted anything. But it's like anything else. You bring stuff to people's attention, and next thing you know, now that becomes a part of what they do. Other dealerships probably always did it. I mean, so there's actually a list that they go down. Now, I went to when I was at Killer Creek Harley Davidson when I bought that 23 and a half CVO. I think that was the dealership. Yeah, no. Falcon's Fury Harley Davidson. I bought a bike from there. I bought a CVO from there, Road Glide. And they have they have a list of everything that you're supposed to do with that customer. And one of them was they actually take you to each department. They take you to the gear department and give you a T-shirt. They take you in the back to the mechanic. Like they show you everything. But you know what they didn't do? Now that I think about it, they didn't adjust my suspension.
Yeah, but like I was saying,
I
Mike,
think a lot of them didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, well,
you don't need a
that's
wrench for
part of-
these. They got this red dial up here.
Yeah, that's what's on
But
my.
I bet there's still a preload, because that's not the preload. That's like some kind of dampening adjustment. The preload, you still got to remove that right saddlebag, and you need the wrench. You know.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
he's-
that's
he's right.
That's old.
Right.
That's ridiculous. You know, they need to come up with a better system than that.
He's right, because I believe when Stefan replaced the suspension on my ST, that he had to take off that. I think it had that knob on it too. I don't know. But speaking of Stefan, he'll be here next week, and we're getting some Wilbur suspension on Sterling and Mike.
And my CVO.
Yes.
Thank God. Oh, man, that's going to be great. I can't wait to get this suspension on here and take this bike on the road, because we're already plotting out our trip for this year. So I probably got probably another 5,000 mile trip I'm going to do. Can't wait to test it out on this bike. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
you
so
want to
shout out
ride,
to-
Finesse? Little short 5,000 mile
this
ride.
is
You can
this
do
is
it.
this is where I run into the problem, right? Because the CVO, just like they said in this video, is supposed to be the best of everything they offer. But if you're telling me you got a CVO and you still have to change the suspension out, I mean, it just
I'm not happy
isn't
about it.
just crazy. Now I can understand.
I'm
Now I
not
can
happy
understand
about
if you were changing the suspension because you want to do something specific with the bike to
Right.
where it doesn't normally do that and it's not designed for that. But if it's designed to be on the road and do road trips because it's the CVO, you should, it should be good to go. Is all I'm saying.
There's the word.
No
Should.
argument for me.
Yeah. Now, listen, there's going to be a lot of people, because there's definitely a difference in the suspension when he went to the new models. But if you're already accustomed to Wilbur's suspension or anything big, better, that's what it is. When Mike's ass felt Wilbur's suspension, everything changed, because mine too. So huge shout out to Stefan for coming here from Germany. Once again, he's been in my garage several times. Every motorcycle that I own, except for my Road King Police, has Wilbur suspension, and I don't intend to put that on there. So shout out to him. Shout out to Paul James too. He's head of PR in Harley Davidson. He was the one in the video. Nice guy. He races motorcycles. Good guy. Good
All
guy.
right. So look, guys, we've been doing this podcast for a little bit, and we've been doing the lives for even less. But tonight we are at currently, at least what I see on my screen, at 168 people. So thank you guys for joining in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you leave a like. Absolutely put a comment here. And that kind of brought me, I had an idea pop into my head.
Uh-oh.
And, these guys aren't aware of it because obviously, like I said, I just popped in. But I
Wait,
think
let me
what
guess.
we are going to,
He's coming to run to the hills.
No, what I think we're going to do
Let it go,
is
man.
I'm going to pick a random subscriber, or we are going to pick a random subscriber for the channel, and we are going to have you guys on the show with us. All right. I will look through the list of comments. If you comment saying that you're a subscriber, so in the chat right now, just put I'm a subscriber. We're going to go through there and pick one of you guys out, and we'll have you join us on our next podcast, which is to be determined, but we'll work that out for you guys.
All right. Let me add that to the minutes of. Let me add that to the agenda for our post video meeting. Fail to discuss.
Oh man. All right. So this was the big thing. We're going through this reveal. I think we'll just go around the room right now. We'll get some final thoughts. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to look through these comments to see who says that they are a subscriber, so that we can get their names down. And so I'll let you guys roll with it.
Yeah, man. So overall, Mike, what do you think?
I like the paint schemes. I think they're nice. Harley Davidson does a tremendous job with their paint schemes. And I like how they show the process for how they do it. That's pretty cool because I like to know how things work. I'm a technical kind of guy. I like the way the trikes look. I am not in the market for a trike, but that's a very attractive bike. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
The minor updates they made to the other bikes, I think they look good. I think they left some stuff on the table. I wish they'd done a little bit differently. The seat, the handlebars with the Street Glide that we talked about. I'd like to see them, having done something with that. I like the tour pack from what I could see on it, but I wish they had actually shown some close-up shots of it and kind of focused on that because it's new. So that's my thoughts.
I have to agree with you. And even though I said this was just like a reveal, they weren't going to get into, any specifics. If that is a new, I'm not even going to say if, it's clearly been modified. It's new. Why not make that at least just mention it? Like, wow, look at this new thing and blah, blah, blah. So you're right. Definitely a missed opportunity because, man, I can't wait to see that in person. I can't wait to see it in person. So I'm not a trike guy either, but I agree with you. They look great. And I kind of knew they would look great anyway with the new body style. I just envisioned it in my head. But those rims on that blue one, was that a CVO? I don't even know if that was a CVO, but wow.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks good. The Pan America now, Mike, earlier you said, how come they didn't put that engine into the Street Glide and the Road Glide? You're talking about the Pan America engine.
The Pan America engine. Yeah, since it's so powerful, they say 150 horsepower.
Yeah,
why not put that into the the Street Glide and the Road Glide? As I think it's a completely water cooled engine. It's still a V twin. Why not take it to the next level? And then, that I think that'd make a whole bunch of people happy, and certainly have people give that bike an extra consideration. Like, wow, the highest horsepower touring bike on the market. Let's go take a look at it. But I don't know, right? Maybe, I'm sure there's a reason they haven't done it, but I don't know what it is.
And the only thing I could think of is it would have to be a totally different engine, I guess, to fit this style of motorcycle. And they always, I feel like I started to say it has a lot to do, I think, with they want to have that sound that they're known for. But really, quite frankly, the sound that they're known for with stock pipes is until you wake it up, it is what it is.
I like my stock suspension. That's the one thing I'm not changing on my CVO. You can call it sewing machine or the Jetsons all you want. It's quiet, and I love
suspension? You mean exhaust?
I'm sorry. Exhaust. I said suspension. I mean exhaust. I don't, I'm not doing loud exhaust anymore. I'm done with that.
But Ida Lee has loud exhaust.
For now.
Yeah.
Please, you ain't changing that.
My thoughts on all of this, nowadays, right, unless you're doing a body change or a model change, you're not going to get a lot. We're looking at a few features and some colors that was expected. I think the addition of the USDs on the CVO models is a great thing. I just kind of wish they left that I mean, I wish they'd have brought that to all the bikes. You know, I think that would be definitely a step in the right direction. But other than that, like I said, I mean, it's not a big model change. So, you know, I'm not expecting anything grandiose. So, I mean, it was good. The tail light on the Tour Pack, that looks good. And like you were saying, those wheels, that wheel style on the trikes looks good as well. But yeah, I mean, there's still things. I mean, it's still a Harley. You know what I mean? So they didn't go away from what it is that they do. I know a lot of people look at those lowers and they'll compare them to what India Motorcycle has. But I mean, really, it's a lower. So, I mean, what are you going to do with it? You're going to protect your legs. I think that's the most important thing. As far as the way it looks, I think it still has its own unique look to it, especially when you got those vertical lights, which are pretty cool looking. Mm-hmm. But, you know, overall, I think it was all right. Like I said, nothing earth shattering, but good.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do when I get out in California and get on that limited, I'm going to christen it, which means I'm going to scrape those boards, make some tight turns. If I can, I guess I got to go to the left. Can't go to the right because, you know, I already bought, what is this thing called? It's like a seat cushion that you blow up. Oh man, I got to check the boxes. I almost forgot it. I need to bring that with me.
A donut?
I brought that. No. It's, I ain't going to say the company. I'm not going to say the company because they ain't sponsoring us, but I'm bringing one of those because we're going to be sitting on this bike for a while. I have a lot of experience with stock CVO seats, and then they're not comfortable. So I'm ready for it, though. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? We got definitely a subscriber. Love the show. JC Johnson,
we're going to go through a few of these. I've got, again, if you want to join us on the show, all you have to do in the chat is put down that you're a subscriber. I will add your name to the list. We'll do a drawing. We'll have it on TV, or TV. We'll have it on YouTube.
TV.
But we'll do a drawing. Yeah. Well, most people watch on TV. So, but yeah. So we'll go through some of these here. There was some good stuff. Matt had said you can massage kinda with stock suspension. He meant to say manage. You can manage.
Okay.
And then Jason said, Rob talking about Kim getting the next bike while Matt talking about massages.
I'm saying.
Instead of manage. So that was funny. Oh, yeah. Hey, Montreal is in the house. Hey, we worldwide, man. We worldwide. Yeah. All right.
That's the kind of message, that massage thing, that's the kind of messages Mike and I get from Finesse. All kind of typos. and so Mike and I will use the nice feature that iPhones have where you can actually edit it and it'll just fix it on the screen. Not this guy. We get that little dumb star and then he'll put what
it's
just
shorthand,
like
man. I don't have to be correct, man. You know what I'm saying. You give you context clues, all right?
No. Mike and I told you it's not our job to have to work like a damn puzzle to figure out what you're saying.
So Chumps had asked, when are the three of us going to be in Daytona? So now we've internally kind of tossed this around about doing a live show somewhere. I think it's a fantastic idea. And by live, I mean we're going to be recording wherever we are. It's not going to be like a broadcast live because Wi-Fi and everything else. But I think that's a fantastic idea. As far as dates for me when I'm going to be in Daytona, I'm not sure. It's probably going to be the first Saturday and maybe the second Saturday. It just kind of depends.
Well, so
I think I'll be in Daytona. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'll be in Daytona, I think, on the second weekend, probably from Thursday to Saturday or Sunday or something like that.
Yeah, as far as us doing a video remotely or someplace, we would love to. We were going to do one at Run to the Hills, but one of us ain't going to be there 2 years in a row. So who knows where that's going to happen? It ain't going to happen in Daytona, and I know it's not. It's not going to happen in Daytona unless we pick some alley somewhere where it's quiet to do it. Where the hell are we going to do it where it's quiet?
You don't have to be quiet. That's why they have microphones.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Look,
it needs to be some sort of quiet.
Look, guys. If you like this, we got 200. I'm showing 204. If we get 204, at least 204 likes on this video, we will make sure. No. 500. How many likes to do a live show down in Daytona?
Well, again, this is why we're gonna have to have the post meeting. I don't know where your numbers are coming from.
Well, because I'm it's showing. That's just comments. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, what's he talking about? It's 46 now.
Dang, 46.
Yeah, it was
All right,
up
look,
to.
so we
60 something is more than we've had. So
if we get a matching number of views and likes, that'll convince. We're good.
We'll work on it.
Shut it down.
Yeah,
Shut it down, man.
I want to split lanes. I want to split lanes right now for a hot second.
Go ahead.
All right. So, Robert, we were texting earlier in the week, and you said one of the topics you wanted to talk about, one of the biggest topics going on in the media. Can you enlighten us and give us a preview of what we're going to say in one of our next meetings?
Oh, you're talking about the
Minneapolis,
the ICE shooting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I start talking about it, we're going to be on here another hour.
No, check it. No, we're gonna do it. Let's talk about it. Why not? So check it.
Couple minutes.
I'll let Rob take it from here, and then once he's done, we'll put in our 2 cents. So just give us a synopsis. Don't give us the whole. Kind of narrow it down. You're at the podium in the courthouse, and you got to give us a little synopsis.
I don't know what you're talking about, synopsis. This is a mistake to even try to do this short, as you would say, short form and try to, Listen, so all I'm going to say about that whole incident is, from a law enforcement perspective.
What incident?
I know.
What incident?
We already talked about it. The killing of this woman in Minnesota, was it? By an ICE agent. So I look at that video, and again, like everything else, everybody's going to have an opinion, right? And some people said, "Oh, she shouldn't have done this. She shouldn't have done that." A lot of people shouldn't do things, but as law enforcement officers, we have to do things a certain way, and that's why we have rules. So in the NYPD, in almost any police department, you're not allowed to shoot at a moving vehicle if your goal is to stop the vehicle. Because it doesn't make sense. A bullet's not going to stop a vehicle. And if you hit the person, which is what happened in this case, now that vehicle is a projectile that can run into somebody and hit somebody. Luckily, it didn't hit somebody, but it hit cars. So that's firstly. And based on some of the information I've seen, that's also DOJ's policy. You're not supposed to shoot at a moving vehicle. Secondly, tactics are very big. Always big, for me at least. If I'm worried about a car running me over, I'm never going to walk in front of it. That's first of all. Secondly, when he walked around the front of that vehicle, he's at the front of the car, but he's at the side of the car. There's another ICE officer right at the window talking to this lady. Mm-hmm. He's trying to tell her to get out the car. He tried to open the door. She's got the door locked. She starts to pull away, and the front wheel is turning away from where this ICE agent is. But prior to that, he takes his gun out of his holster. Now, when I saw that, again, when I look at these types of situations, because I did this job, I know that nobody knows what's going on in that guy's mind. Now, I did hear that he got dragged some time ago by a car because he reached inside the car. Again, he's doing things that you shouldn't be doing in the first place, putting himself in unnecessary harm's way. You don't reach inside of a car unless you have control of the car. Okay. He pulls his gun out. Why? I still don't know. So when she goes to pull away, the first shot that he takes goes through the lower front part of the driver's side windshield. So the trajectile of that round already shows you he's not in front of the car. That's all right. Then he shoots 2 more times, and those shots go inside that car at a 90-degree angle. So now he's clearly not in front of the car. So, and not only that, he's putting the other ICE agent in jeopardy. Now, if I'm approaching a car on a car stop, right? Again, this is all about safety and tactics. If he's by himself, I'm assuming he would operate differently. But whenever I stop the car, and I stop thousands of cars, it's one of the scariest things any law enforcement officer has to do is car stops, because you just never know, right? I was blessed to never have any big issues. If I approach the car, I approached from the passenger side of the car, not the driver's side, for a couple of reasons. One, because usually that's the side where the traffic is. And one of the scariest things in the world, being a cop and being complacent don't go together. And you learn very quickly in the highway patrol, respect the traffic. Because I don't care what kind of gun somebody's using to shoot at you or shoot you, it's never going to do the kind of damage a moving vehicle will do to your body, period. So imagine walking to a car, trying to pay attention to traffic coming from behind you, but you got to keep an eye on that car. You got to keep an eye on that car. And if somebody decided that they wanted to take a shot at you, if you approach on the driver's side, all they have to do is reach around. And either you're going to run into traffic or try to duck into the car, duck behind the car. But if you're already at the car, now you can't be behind it. So you approach on the passenger side. Now you can use that car for cover. And if somebody's going to try to shoot at you from the driver's seat, it's a lot more work to have to do this than to just do that. And you have cover. So the point is, I don't understand what made him say, let me take out my firearm, if the guy that's at the window with her does not have a firearm out. So clearly it hasn't risen to a level of deadly physical force, because that's the only reason you're going to take your gun out. And then after he shoots this woman, he just casually holsters his gun. Now, if you want to see any law enforcement officer that's not well trained, watch how they holster their gun. He has to look to put his gun in the holster. And then there's no haste in anything. Even if we shoot a bad guy, in this case, this is not a bad person, but even if we shoot a bad guy, quote unquote, right after that, the code is render aid. And he did nothing. So, you know, I would love to see how this turns out. This is not going to end well. If the problem is, whenever there's a shooting like this, it always is going to come down to that officer. They're going to have to articulate what was going on in his mind. Like, they changed these laws a long time ago. What's going on in his mind? So I know that he's being spoken to as far as what to say. As far as his reaction afterwards, they're going to say he was in shock. It's not like you shoot at a car all of the time. You know, it's just a terrible, terrible situation. I got a big problem with these guys running around with masks on. Like, tell me a law enforcement agency that wears masks. And I'm not talking about people that are kicking in the door, the Ninja Turtles, or, you know, that's different. I'm talking about people on the street that are making contact with people. You know, transparency, names, shield numbers, your face, all of that stuff's important. So, but all right, I know that's different. That's my issue with it. But this is, in my opinion, it's a bad shoot. And usually, if there's a shooting with law enforcement, you're never going to hear people from the top brass, I mean, unless it was really egregious, without any investigation, just come out and say, oh, this person was a terrorist, or this is bad. Imagine the family members of the person that's deceased hearing that. And I know for a fact that if this was a cop in Minnesota or any law enforcement agency, this would be totally different, totally different. And I have a problem with the fact that a lot of these guys don't seem to be trained well. And I wouldn't want their job, because this is terrible now. And the reason why law enforcement is not backing them is because, and I say law enforcement, I'm talking about police departments and sheriffs and stuff like that. They're not going to back this, because this reminds me of me making an arrest and having my prisoner in the cell. And if he was really upset, now I got him calm. And then another cop coming in and riling him up and then leaving. That's what ICE is to a regular police department. Come into a municipality or a town, rile everybody up, and then leave. And so police departments are going to make sure that people know we're not down with them. Like, this is not how we operate, because it's a partnership with the community. So it's tough. It's tough.
Man, look, you know.
I was curious to hear. Go ahead. Finish.
Well, I was going to say my whole thing is now, I don't know I don't know what they have to go through to become an ICE agent, but it seems to me on more than one occasion that these are just people out there trying to round people up. They don't have the right training or the right amount of training. And when you do things like this, this is what happens. This is what happens when you're entering a situation that you don't know how to get out of. It's more reactive than having a procedure, following your procedure, doing this step, going here, doing there, making sure that you're not in harm's way, so on and so forth. But I think, Rob, you said it way better than I could say anything on it. So, but like I said, once you started talking about that training aspect of it, I think that's really the root of the situation. This was more of like a Band-Aid reaction to a situation than something that was well thought out, well planned out, and well executed. And we're running into these issues now.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. So, responding to a couple of the comments you made. First, I was curious to hear the perspective of of a law enforcement officer. So I appreciate you sharing that. Now, you made a comment about them masking up. Well, as I understand it, the reason they're doing that is because they've been getting doxxed. In other words, you've had these anti-ICE people who they figure out who the officers are, and then they figure out where they live, and they're posting their addresses and information online, which is endangering the lives of the of these ICE officers. So they got to do what they have to do to protect themselves, because that doxing people is stupid, in my opinion, especially law enforcement, because it's dangerous. Let's see. We talked about the training, how much training they have. I have no idea how much training they had, but I did watch a couple of other videos, and there's so many different angles. And the one video I watched today, the lady in the car was backing up. Now, at the point in time before she started backing up, the officer who shot her was not in front of the car. And when you watch the video, when she backs up, the car starts turning towards the officer. That's how he got in front of the car. He didn't walk in front of the car. She turned the car towards him. Then she put the car in gear, hit the accelerator pedal. The wheels are spinning. And then it starts taking off and bumped him, hit him, nicked him, whatever it did. And that's when she got shot. Now, I have a hard time having sympathy for somebody that would do something that stupid. They told her to get out of the car, and she had several choices at that point. Her option that she exercised was to put the car in reverse while the wheel was turned, which turned the car towards the officer who was standing there, because he was on the right side of the vehicle talking to the girlfriend or wife or whatever she was, who was talking trash to him. And as the car turned around, it pointed at the officer. Then car goes in gear, and we know what happened after that. So, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that
it's a sad
falls
situation, and I feel bad for her family. I feel bad for her children and everyone that cared about her. But the reality is, she should have cared more about herself and about her family and her children and the people that cared about her, because that,
Yeah.
I just don't have any sympathy for it.
As a person, as in an official position, hired or getting paid to do an official job, like Rob was saying, you should be trained in a way that you're not putting yourself at risk. Every situation is going to be different. Okay. And I'm not making excuses for people that do stupid stuff, but if your only option is to, shoot versus not be in that position, or recognize the situation and what's happening and then take the next steps, that falls more on the professional than it does on an individual. And that's with just about anything, whether you're working at McDonald's on the fries, or if you're the CEO of a company and you're releasing people. You have to know what process to take to keep yourself out of harm's way. And I think that's where they're failing. Just like when because I was active duty for 20 years. One of the first things we do when we get to a situation where there's a conflict going on, the very first thing you do is de-escalate, whatever in whatever manner that means. All right. If that means separating the person, subduing the person, tasering the person, whatever the case may be, you're de-escalating the situation so that calmer heads can prevail. And if that was the only way out of this situation for these folks, it's hard for me to believe. And like Rob said, you're not going to shoot at a vehicle while it's moving, because that turns into a projectile. So
Well, the vehicle was a
Yes,
projectile.
yes, she
and it was coming
could
right
have
at
made
him.
a better decision. Yes,
Mike, I think
you had
I don't.
law
1.5
enforcement should have been
seconds.
trained better, I think. But
I don't know,
There's
Mike.
no training
I don't know
for
if
getting
you-
hit by a car.
I don't know, Mike, if you watched every video, but the stuff that you're saying is factually incorrect. First of all,
I know
he
it's
was
not.
on the side of the car. He was on the side of the car, like you said. He was recording with his phone, right?
Mhm.
So that's another thing. If you're really worried about your safety, why do you have a phone in your hand instead of your gun? That's first of all, because it was his shooting hand. He walked around the front of the car. She
No,
didn't back the
no.
car up to point it toward him, because if you look at how much she
She
backed up,
backed
she
the
didn't
car
back
up.
up a
Watch
lot.
the video.
I watched
Watch
the
the
video,
video,
from several versions. She backed the car up. She didn't back
Mm-hmm.
the car up with the wheel cut all the way to the left to point it
Yes,
at
she
him.
did.
She backed up the car. He walked around the front of the car. Then she put the car in drive and turned the wheel to the right. So to say she drove the car toward, and if you look at the other angles, no, the car never hit him. That's first of all. Second of all,
Yeah,
listen,
it did.
you know how I say, and you know what, even if it did hit him, it doesn't matter. It's still a bad shoot. It's a bad shoot because, listen, with the motorcycles, I always say, what does Holden turns buy us? Space and time, right? What you also learn is cover buys you space and time. I remember when I was a rookie cop and I'm in a parking garage, I got a call of a man with a gun. So I get into that parking garage. I see somebody. It's a kid. So I take cover behind a car, and then I see that this kid has a gun in his hand. So I pull out my gun. I pointed at him. Police, drop the gun. This kid turns around and points the gun toward me almost. Drop the gun or I'm going to shoot you. He gets scared. He drops the gun. Now, that gun was a toy. Had I not had cover, that kid would have been shot. But the cover bought me time. You know, the space and the time. It bought me time. This guy, he didn't get hit by that car. And even if he did, like I said, he put himself in a position to get hit because none of this is happening at high speeds. So it's just as quick as that car backed up. If I'm worried about getting hit, I'm not taking my gun out. I'm just going to move to the side, right? Again, if he's by himself and he's trying to work something out, he doesn't know what's going on in the car, then I can understand maybe why he has his gun out, because there's sometimes you make a car stop, I might take my gun out and just keep it to my side. Just if my spidey senses are tingling, I don't want to waste any time. But the fact that his partner is right at the window, which means he can see her hands. Why is his gun out? Because you can't use the gun to shoot at the car. The only justification you can have is you think that she's going to do something, but his partner's right there. And I don't know if you see his partner. He scared the crap out of his partner shooting that gun.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
Yeah. That part, I don't think it was all perfect, but the videos that I saw at the point in time when that car started going backwards, he was not in front of the car. He was on the right side of the car. And if you watch all of those videos lined up next to each other, you can see that car start turning around and point right at him. He was not in front of the car at the point in time before she started moving. She went backwards first, and then she went forward.
Yeah.
And at that point, that's when everything went down. But at the end of the day, she still put herself in that situation. Did the
Of course
law
she did.
enforcement officer do
Yeah.
everything correctly? No. But
I
then
think-
people do stupid stuff like that. Don't look at me for sympathy, because I don't have it for you. That's just dumb. It's
Well,
dumb.
here's why I have it for him. Here's why I have it. Because I say this all the time. Nothing really matters to people until it hits home, right? If that's your daughter, you ain't saying this crap on this video right now. I know you're not. Even if you
About
thought
what?
it, you
Well,
ain't
my
saying
daughter's
it.
smart enough not to put herself
No.
in the middle of
It's
a
a
law enforcement
hypothetical.
operation.
It's a
Why
hypothetical.
inject yourself in? Well, no, this is not hypothetical. This lady got killed. She
No.
injected
It being your
herself into
daughter.
the middle of a law enforcement operation, and that was not smart. She should have
It being
minded
your
her
daughter.
business.
It being your daughter is a hypothetical. And I got
My
news for you.
daughter's smarter than her.
We got a lot of rights these days because people didn't mind their business. So,
Yeah.
if people feel like there's an injustice going on and they want to, that's their right in this country, right?
But
And
it's not your right to inject yourself in law enforcement operation. Not in my opinion.
that's not true. That's not true at all. That is not
That's
true
my
at all.
opinion. That's my
Yeah.
opinion. My opinion is my
Exactly.
opinion.
So
Now,
I really hope that they highlight once this all goes down, once they highlight how much training these people have, because I think if you see how much training they have versus what they're responsible for and what the actions that they're doing, I think you're going to be surprised at the lack of training that these, because if you're in a shoot or a firefight and you're scaring the crap out of your partner that's supposed to be in law enforcement, I don't want to be with anybody that's scared by a shooting, because either he didn't think that it escalated that far, or he hadn't heard the sound of a gun. You know what I mean?
Well,
so I just,
in his
it's
defense,
just mind boggling to me that, we're allowing these people out on the streets and, they're able to cover their faces for whatever reason. I mean, it's wild to me. It really is, but whatever.
In his defense, we're still human beings, right? It doesn't matter. So 22 years in law enforcement in New York and 11 months here in Savannah. You're not getting in a shooting every day. And most people are compliant. So when something like that happens, it's always going to shake you up. That's why you always hear that after a shooting, cops have to go to the hospital for trauma, whether they feel it at that moment or not. Yeah, it's, man,
you have to get evaluated.
But usually in a good shoot, you're still going to, even if you shoot a bad guy and you were justified in shooting them. I tell Anita all the time, I hate watching movies where two people are pointing guns at each other, talking. Drop it, man. You better put it down. That's never going to happen in real life, right?
Also,
all it takes is the pull of a trigger and then somebody's dead. So, but so my point is, even if you shoot a really bad guy and it's justified, it's still going to shake you up, right? And to be honest, the NYPD is the biggest police department in the world. We are required to go to the shooting range twice a year. And then in that time, think about the motorcycles. If you only practice 2 times a year, how good are you going to be? How high is your confidence going to be? And you're in a situation where you can hold your breath, pull the trigger nice and easy, your stress level's low. When it comes to a real shooting, that's why bullets are always flying all over the place. And when people say dumb stuff like, I heard this idiot on ESPN, what's the guy that's always yelling? The black guy?
Stephen Smith.
Stephen A. Why don't you shoot at the tires? Every time I hear somebody say something like that, it drives me crazy. Shoot at the tires.
All right, before
he couldn't see the tires.
He's
about to get barreled over.
Yeah, but before any of that happens, right? Okay, let's just say they avoided the car and she sped away. Mm-hmm. Was she a criminal for shooting somebody? Or what's the worst? What's the worst that she's going to do?
Yeah, she was a felon.
No.
That's the
what's
whole
the
point.
worst that she's going to do if they drive away and they chase her in a car? Or they find her somewhere else. It's not like she's out there murdering people, robbing people, to my understanding, right? Because they're ICE agents, so they were just trying to get her deported. So it's not like, she's running around spraying people. So if they'd have just got out of the way and let her drive off and was like, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to find her again. You know what I mean? Like what?
No. They're not trying to deport
that doesn't
her.
match.
They weren't trying to deport her. She was.
They weren't trying to deport her.
At the end of the day, and they actually brought that up. That's a valid point. The valid point was just let the car go. You got the plate and do what you got to do. But you noticed that right after it was done, the guy that killed that lady was saying, call 911. In other words, call the real police so they can come out here because I screwed up. You screwed up. As simple as that.
Well, she needed an ambulance at that point.
Yeah, she
needed an ambulance.
Did. It would have been nice if they rendered us some aid. And then apparently there was a physician there that wanted to help and they wouldn't let him.
Yeah. I don't know how
did they know he was a physician?
It doesn't matter because that's a written
no way
law.
Of knowing he was a physician.
They passed that law.
All they had was a
ago.
bunch of protesters who were trying to interfere with law enforcement operations.
They passed
that
that
should
law.
not have been there.
They passed that law years ago. It used to be that if a doctor wanted to help somebody at a scene and the doctor would get sued. So they stopped trying to help people. So they passed a law saying all somebody has to do is stay. Yeah. All somebody has to do is say, I'm a physician. And then in good faith, you can let them go do what they got to do. Because what are your options? Let them do what they got to do. They just know they're blocking everybody off. Again, because they don't know the law. They don't know. So it's dangerous to have people out there doing certain things that don't really know the law. Like even walking up, for instance, if somebody walked up to you, Mike, one of these guys walked up to you and said, let me, you prove to me that you're an American citizen. I would have a problem with it. I would have a huge problem with it because the whole thing is based around profiling. Like, it's the only way you could do it. And so, who's to say? Some people are going to get offended. And yeah, if you're born here, like they were talking about the cop. Well, this was another video where the ICE agent had a thicker accent than a thicker Hispanic accent than the people they were picking up.
Yeah.
So
Terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. It is.
Yeah,
It's
then,
terrible.
what it seems to me is, right, because I see all these ads and commercials and things about people joining ICE, right? They're trying to recruit folks. So essentially, they're taking somebody off the street. It could be anybody, zero professional background type, no experience. It could be a bank teller. They don't care. It could be somebody that has.
That's the military.
I would assume they go through a psychiatric.
We take people off the streets with no experience.
I think they do a psychological profile at least, at minimum. I would hope, but
hope so.
The way
you
it
had a
seems
psychological
to me,
profile before you joined the Air Force. I didn't have one when I joined the Navy. They said I want to join the Navy. They said, "Come on, let's go."
I had a psych profile.
I'd never been on a ship in my entire life. No experience. They train you.
Well,
but I get your
different
point.
than law enforcement. Okay. Different than law enforcement, though.
No, it's not. You didn't have any law enforcement experience before you became a cop.
I had a psychological.
Oh, well, I don't, okay. Well,
and the school for how long? And how long was your school?
I think they verified if you're crazy enough to go out on a ship.
How long was your school, Rob?
6 months.
6 months, and then once you got in and you're doing that, how many times did you have to retrain? How often?
Shit, every day's training because then you're on probation. You go through. You get with an experienced officer and you go out and you try to do a bunch of things, and every day you're learning and learning. The experience is the teacher.
Yeah. I'd be willing to bet none of those even come close to that, and they're out there with weapons.
I know,
and saying, "Show me this, show me that." How is that okay?
Now that's speculation. You're saying that you have no idea what the training requirements are, but you're betting that they have no training, and that's speculation.
Which is evident.
From
the situations that they're being put in.
You can look up what their
and
training
the results
requirements are. ChatGPT will tell you that right now. What's the training requirements for an ICE officer? That shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, but you're talking about requirements. You're talking about requirements versus what's actually being given.
But we don't have. There's no information at all about what training any of these officers have been to. That's speculation. What the videos that are out there, the videos are what they are.
For ICE.
And the sad thing is that everybody's looking at the same videos and seeing something completely different. Now, from the perspective of somebody like yourself who's been law enforcement, that's some great insight. I mean, you shared some things I haven't heard. I've heard some other law enforcement officers online that some say slightly different things, but you went into a lot more detail than a lot of the video or the people that I've heard talk about it. But just from the,
I know if I'm in New York and that situation, everything is exactly the same. I'm screwed, especially with all that video. I'm screwed.
Yeah,
I'm screwed. It's a bad shoot.
That video, like I said, that's the sad thing about the video. That's the sad thing about our state of the country, because everybody's looking at the exact same videos and seeing radically different things. And,
guess what video you didn't see?
The videos don't lie. I mean, they are what they are, for good or bad. And I for the life of me, I can't understand how everybody's looking at the same videos and seeing different things. It doesn't make sense.
Guess what video you didn't see? Guess what video you didn't see?
How can I guess that? I don't know.
That's why it's called a guess. Did you see any body cam video? I didn't.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Oh.
Were the body cams on? They should have been. See, my point is oversight's important too. Like, who's the supervisor there? Because if I'm on that scene and I see this guy, it happened quick, so maybe it couldn't have happened. But I would have been like, holster your gun. Like, why is your gun out?
Oh, there ain't no time for that. It was 2 seconds. It was less than 2 seconds.
That's why I said it happened quickly. But I said if I was able to see it, and later on I would have had a conversation with that guy if I'm that cop at the window. Like, what are you doing? You could have shot me because clearly he's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, man, because we don't know where all the other cops are. We can only see what we can see in the video. We can't see what's not shown in the video. The only people who know that are the people that were there. And there were probably other bystanders around, and he's firing off his weapon. I mean, that part does sound a little, a little suspect to me. And it was in a residential neighborhood, so that bullet could have missed the car completely, and who knows where that bullet was going to go. So yeah, from that standpoint, that point, yeah, that's definitely something that they should be talking about.
And thank God this didn't happen in the summertime. Thank God it happened when it was cold, because then there's less people out there. It's
bullets go through windows. Clearly, they go through windows.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly they go through windows. Well, man, how long we been on here?
Let's wrangle this up. It's unfortunate we had to. Well, I mean, hey, we're not going to agree on a lot of things. I really think that
the split lanes. That's why.
I'm in the same vein as Rob on this one, for most of this. But we gotta wrap it up. All right, it's already been it's been an hour and a half.
Harley Davidson revealed to ICE.
Absolutely.
That ain't a segue. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll give Q the floor, and we'll send it over to Rob.
No, great conversation, gents. I appreciate everybody who took the time to log on and check us out. We will be back again, and we're going to go at it again. We're going to split some lanes some more and have a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, what a great night, guys. Great reveal. I got it packed still. I haven't packed a thing. Last minute as usual, but I have to minimally pack because we're going to be riding these motorcycles tomorrow. It's not a press ride like I normally do with Harley Davidson. So I'm going to get packed up and get to bed. I got an early flight tomorrow, so I'll be letting you guys know what's going on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, leaving comments, hitting the like button if you didn't do it. It's not too late. And again, I want to thank these two gents, Finesse and Mike, especially Finesse, for making all of this happen.
Yeah.
When we coming back on here, man?
All right, hold up, man. We get to that here in a minute. So again, I just want to reiterate, great conversation. It's always spicy with these guys. We're always having a good time. The Harley reveal, I mean, it was about what I expected. So, as I said before, but now in that video, they did say they do paint like no other. So I'm curious to see how these paint looks like, what these paint jobs look like in person. I will definitely be checking those out when some come around. Yeah, great video. I too will be in LA from the 21st through the 24th for the 125th Indian Motorcycle Anniversary. So it's going to be a good time there. Now, what were you saying? And our next episode is going to be featuring one of you guys, one of your subscribers, here on the channel. So, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. We'll make sure to have some good topics. But we'll see. About to say, Rob?
I still don't know when.
Yeah, it's going to be the next one.
We'll let you know. We got to do that in the post meeting. We got to do it. Listen, we got to do it before February because then this guy's going to be inebriated. So
he's going to be what?
Inebriated.
Oh yeah, that's sad. All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate you guys rocking with us. Definitely come see us again. Leave us a like. Put it on a comment. Doesn't cost you anything, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yes,
I gotta get better at that. That was a terrible outro. That's all right. We'll work on it.
It's just as good as the intro.
Bye.
Oh man.
Start how you